On this episode of Relationship 911, we're talking about
when your partner has a challenging relationship with their parents.
How to deal with it right after this. I'm Jan.
And I'm Monika.
And Elijah, what is today's question?
Roger says, my girlfriend has a bad relationship with her parents, and it really upsets her. How can I help her?
So, the thing that's jumping out at me about this question is him saying, how can I help her?
Yes.
Because so often people want to fix.
I know, I was going to say, take out the word help and put in the word fix. How do I fix this for her?
Right.
Or fix her.
That's not going to work.
Or fix her mom.
That is not going to work.
Trust me, it's not going to work.
So the word that I'd like to put in there is support.
Great.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So what if you were to ask a different question? So what's our challenge with the way that you ask the question when you say, how do I help her? What we heard is, how do I fix? So this is what she is going through. She has, you want to interrupt first? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interrupt in a loving way.
I thought what you were going to say is, the moment you say, I want to help her, you immediately position her as broken, wrong, needing to be fixed. Something's wrong. And even if she's complaining about it and it's upsetting her, our relationship to the way someone else is going through it perpetuates what they're going through or alleviates what they're going through. It can.
Beautiful awareness.
Okay.
Totally agree. Did you get that? So what Monika was saying is the minute you say, how do I help this person? You're labeling them as broken. You're potentially labeling them as needing your help. And what if you had a different perspective? And the perspective was they're perfect, they're capable, and actually everything that's happening is for the highest good. Now, it may not be a relationship that's serving them, or the way the relationship is happening may not be serving them, and how can you support them is a totally different conversation. And if you're looking at your girlfriend, Roger, if you're looking at her as broken or as needing help, then it's often, the result will often be her being mad at you.
And it's a reflection maybe of you. Where inside of you are you feeling like you need help and that something is broken inside of you?
Okay, so let's now just focus, because that was hopefully a lot of stuff that Roger didn't expect.
Surprise.
How to relate to the word help, and also how to look at when stuff is happening out here, what is it telling you about yourself? But let's just give him some real basic tools on what can he do to support his partner who's having challenges with the relationship with their parents.
So in research that's done in marriages, one of the things that I've read that I love is it's okay when someone is complaining about something to validate their complaints so that they feel right. Now, you're going to potentially keep going after you do that when they feel okay, when the heat has passed, the upset has passed, the sadness has passed, to kind of explore the conversation. But if someone's complaining about their mother and saying, yeah, I can't believe that they did that to you, or she did that, or she said something like that, how dare she, validates the person, instantly has the person put the defenses down and feel like I'm being heard. The moment they can feel heard and feel valid for what they're feeling and thinking, even if the words she's saying are not the truth, who are we to say that we know the truth better than them? So for her truth, to validate her truth, that will put the defenses down and help her be receptive to considering new things.
Yeah. So, one of the things that I'm really good at is being empathetic and really seeing the other person's perspective. So when you're in a relationship, I think something that you can do in a very loving way is help your partner see the other person's perspective. Now, this is tricky because if you do it right away before validating their own feelings, then they're going to feel potentially like you're just taking the other person's side.
Right.
But if you've already validated their feelings so that they feel that you're on their team, and then beyond that, try and paint the picture or try and present different perspectives of, why do you think they're saying this? Why do you think your parents are doing this? And maybe it's coming from a loving place.
And not telling, but asking. Like you just said, why do you think? Rather than, you should really think. It's very important to do it that way.
Yeah, it may help them see things differently. That's one of the beautiful things about partnerships, is that you're not the only person who's seeing the situation. You have a partner who's seeing it also, and your way doesn't have to always be the only way. So her way is just the way that she's seeing it. And if there's a loving way to paint the picture of different perspectives, it might help her see things differently, and it might help her engage with her parents and have different results.
Well, and probably why she already has the kind of strained relationship is because she doesn't feel heard, or she doesn't feel recognized, or she doesn't feel supported for who she is.
So to recap, the first thing is that word fix or help. When you do that, you're often putting a label on your partner that they're broken and that they need fixing, and you're often putting responsibility on yourself that you need to be the one that needs to save the day.
Stop saving me, Superman.
So what we recommend is using the word support. How can you support your girlfriend? Well, like Monika talked about, the first one is to just be her teammate, just to love her and support her and to validate her feelings, everything that she's going through, so she knows that she's not alone. That's like the best thing you can do in partnership. And second, when appropriate, you can also provide other perspectives. You know, she's seeing it from her perspective, and clearly it's creating upset in the relationship. Well, if you can provide more perspectives, maybe why are the parents doing this? Maybe they're doing it from a loving perspective and it's just not landing that way on her. So if you could provide other ways of seeing what her parents are doing or other ways that she can respond, maybe that might make a difference. But it's important that you do that after the validation, if you do it at all, because the number one thing is just be a good teammate and just love her along the way.
So we'd love to hear your thoughts. Please comment below and we'll see you on the next Relationship 911.